is up, guys? You know what today is. It is November 10th. It is Tuesday, and we are ready to bring some good pain to you today. When I say pain, I'm talking about a good burn, giving you a good workout, helping you get closer to your goals. So get those spaces set up, get your minds ready, get your game faces on. We'll be back here in about 1 minute. That's 60 seconds to be exact, and let's get this thing started off right. So welcome in, and we're looking forward to getting this workout started with you soon.
With the warm-up right now. Alright guys, so go ahead and get in your area. Nate is not ready, even though he had about 2 minutes to get ready here.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump in here. Alright, so 2-round warm-up getting started with. We got 2 exercises. 8 reps for this first one here. We're going to get into a shoulder / knee tap. So right off the bat, we get right down in that push-up plank position. And remember, with the shoulder and knee tap, or either with one just themselves, you always want to worry about and focus on the stability of the movement, and that's what we're going to do here. So hands are separated, feet are going to be separated here. No matter how strong you are, you're going to need that separation to balance in once you bring that leg off the floor. So feet separated, hands are in line with the shoulders. Perfect spread, and from there we're going shoulder to shoulder, hands over to the opposite side, of course, and then hand to the opposite knee as well. So all 4 of those touches are going to combine for 1 total repetition. You have 8 total, so shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. You can also do this movement on the knees as well if your core isn't quite strong enough to support your body weight. And as you see, shoulder, shoulder, and then you lift up knee, knee, and then you can get those knees right back down to the mat. Now, of course, that's going to be a little more time consuming, but don't worry. Do what works best for you. And remember, this is just a warm-up, so take it easy and allow your body to naturally get itself, gradually get itself in a position that we need it to for our circuit tonight. And next up, we have alternating lunges. This is going to be a basic 10 reps. That's going to be 5 on each leg. And we're going to do it standing in place, nice, tall, upright position, good, perfect posture. And from there, stepping out, creating enough distance so that we can get that body down without exceeding the knee past the toe on that front stepping leg. So as you step out, that back knee don't touch, and notice how that knee on that front leg is not exceeding past the toe. If you're struggling with balance, that lunge is a bit hard for you, no worries, just find a wall get into a natural split stance, meaning 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. However, the toe that's back, make sure that that toe is down and that heel is lifted. That way you can get the proper amount of depth once we drop that knee on that back leg and push that weight through the front of that heel on the front foot. So nice, good, tall split position. Hand can be on the wall for balance. Make sure there's no slouch here in the torso up top. And then just drop that knee constantly 5 times on each side, giving you that same total of 10. So those are going to be our 2 moves. Fairly simple, quick warm up, 2 rounds, 8 shoulder / knee taps, and then 10 alternating lunges, 5 each leg, a total of only 10. So let's turn that music up. Let's go ahead and get this warm up underway. Let's get closer to the end.
All right, guys, go ahead and make your way down to the floor into that push-up plank position. Shoulder, shoulder, knee, knee. 8 reps total. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1.
Keep those hips low, nice and tight, halfway.
Last one.
And perfect, good. So nice solid core. Remember, you're trying not to turn those hips over, even as you add in all that instability with the movement of the arms and the feet. So next up here, alternating lunges, 5 each leg, alternating through if you're standing in place. If you're using that wall, 5 each side, then go ahead and switch. And we are off. Good stuff there. That's 1 round, not too hard there. Let's go ahead and jump right back in. I'm feeling confident that we're all at about the same pace right now. So 1 more quick round. Let's put this portion behind us and move over to the next.
All right, guys, right into it. We're going to break after this, and let's do it.
I think I did an extra.
I think you did too.
2 extra.
Makes up for all the previous boot camps that you skipped out on some of the reps there. So, losing count.
Just too much faster than you. I'm trying to follow you. Really, I'm just naturally leading anyway.
Yeah. All right, right into the lunges.
Ah!
All right, keep up, old man. That completes your warm-up, guys. Go ahead and give us that flex emoji in the comments when you finish. Grab your water, and then we'll make our way back.
All right, guys, you got 45 seconds here. That warm-up wasn't too extensive. Shouldn't need too much time to rest. Let's go ahead and use this time to our advantage and get this workout started.
All right, guys, I should see everybody's flexed arm emoji, letting us know that you completed that warm-up and you are ready.
All right, let's get it underway.
All right, guys, start making your way back to the mat. If you got in here late, you can go ahead and get your warm-up now as we give the main circuit demonstration. So we're going to turn down the music here, listen
ladies and gentlemen. So 4 rounds tonight, 4 rounds, 4 movements. Let me show you what those are. We got some decline push-ups here. So if you got your elevated surface available, go ahead and pull it out. It's going to be the first thing you're going to get to get this workout started. So we're going to elevate those feet. And also let me mention, if that elevated surface that you have, being a standard chair, coffee table or something of that sort, whatever it is that you're using, go ahead. You don't have to use that height to be exact. Find some stairs nearby, or maybe something that's a little bit less high, and you can still get that same effect by elevating those feet and still continuing to lead with the chest. We do know that this standard height here that we're using, that most of you will have, that 18 inches, is maybe probably difficult for some of you. Don't worry though, if you got some stairs at home nearby, you can use 1 stair, 2 stairs, whatever you're comfortable with. However, feet are going to elevate up on that surface. Hands are still aligned with the shoulders, very important there. Going to be right outside of shoulder width, and then from there, breathing in, lead with the chest. Just keeping those hips nice and elevated and sturdy as you follow through, breathing in on the way down, breathe out as you come back up. However, if you can't perform a decline push-up at all, no worries. You're going to do a traditional push-up. Go ahead and get into that full layout form. I would love for you to go ahead and try a more progressive state of a push-up than you probably normally do if we were doing regular push-ups already. So what I mean by that, we wasn't doing a decline in this first movement with just a regular push-up, and you would normally do a knee modification or your hands elevated modification. I want you to really push and do a regular full layout modification today, the more advanced version, since you're not going to do a more advanced version of a regular push-up, being the decline push-up. I hope that makes sense to you. So push-up plank position if you're not doing declines, and just like every time else we do a push-up, leading with the chest, breathing in, going down. Here's our full layout. You can come down with the knees as well here, even though we prefer you to use more advanced. And there are your 2 options. And of course, if you still need to just elevate the hands on the bench, you still are not that good with push-ups, go ahead and get that surface out, hands on, making sure your hands are aligned with the edge of that surface. Breathing in on the way down, breathe out on the way up, and be sure that that elevated surface is supported and it won't move away from you, causing you to fall down, possibly injuring yourself, the last thing that we want to happen. So 8 reps there, decline push-ups. That's going to be our first move, and like I said, we got 4 rounds of that. Next up is going to be a single leg RDL, one of the more frustrating moves for a lot of people, seeing that balance is something that a lot of us struggle with. And with this move, it's all about Yep, this move is all about patience here. So take your time, try to really focus on getting to those extensions, and then just balancing and controlling yourself back to the start. So the best way to perform this move is to be nice and tall. Me, myself, I like to take that working leg or that elevated leg, and I like to slightly elevate that heel, letting me know that that's going to be my lead foot. So when I'm saying lead foot, meaning that foot's going to come off the floor before I ever think about dropping my chest and lowering that. So I'm going to let my foot get as high as it can. So I'm going to elevate that leg all the way up, getting this knee slightly bent, keeping it extended so you can get that stretch in the back of the leg, working that hamstring. Control it back up. Notice as well, as she went down, there was no drop in the shoulders. The eyes, the chin stayed up. That way we keep a flat spine, keeping all of that pressure in the proper areas. You can use a wall, just like I mentioned with the split lunge. If you didn't do a regular lunge in our first warm-up there, you can use a wall for balance. Make sure, though, guys, that you're not so close to the wall where you're tilted. So that means if you're here and this is the wall where you're leaning into it, right? Make sure that you can still stay nice and extended here, nice and tall, about an arm's length away. That way you're not leaning and you're able to target and engage all the muscles in that hamstring, all right? We're going to do 8 reps of that on each side, so we have a total of 16. No alternating, of course. Just continue to work with that same leg. Be sure to maintain a slight bend in the knee of the leg that's going to stay on the floor. The leg that's elevated, just think about getting that leg up as high as you can, more so than you're thinking about anything else. Excuse me. So, single leg RDLs, 8 reps each leg. From there, more push-ups. We have push-up with a plank jump. So 2 moves combined with 1. We have, I think I have a bit of a typo there. I got 15 repetitions. That should only be 8 reps, guys. So again, sorry about that. I see I got a slight typo. Those 15 reps are insert for that last move, and I'll show you that here shortly. So we got 8 reps here, a little bit of a typo. We'll correct that before the video get posted on if you're watching this at a later time, and that will be corrected. So push-up plank position on the floor. Legs are going to be extended out. From there, you're going in push-up first, breathing in. And then once you make it back to the top, you want to tuck those knees in the chest, and then jump those legs right back out and repeat. All right, so 2 movements there. Both of those combined equals 1 rep. So push-up, jump those knees in, tucking them under the chest, back out to the start, and repeat. You can do a couple different things as well. If you're struggling with those, you can go knees down with your push-up, come up to the top, legs up, walk those legs in one at a time, and jump them back out or step them back out, whichever you prefer. All right? Do what's going to be still challenging for you, but most suitable as well. Challenge yourselves at the same time. So we got 8 reps there, guys. 8 reps. That means 8 push-ups, 8 plank jumps. A total of 8. Those 2 together is 1 rep. And last but not least, those 15 reps were meant for squat jumps. So you're going to get to your surface. And we're going to do a jump at the top. And the reason I want to do this is because I want to kill all the momentum from that squat coming down, making you have to really build a lot of power and explosiveness coming up out of that squat. So you're going to be sitting right in front. And actually, I'm going to turn this sideways just to give you guys a better visual. So once you go down, I want you to go all the way to that seated motion. You're going all the way down. You're going to power through those heels, coming up to a jump at the top, exploding off the floor. And no, I'm not asking you to jump as high as you can, but I am asking you to get those feet off the ground, really force those legs to have to exert themselves as you come up. Be very minimal with that impact on the way down. Try to absorb that impact through the balls of your feet and then your toes down. That way you're not putting too much aggressive impact on the ankles there and the knees and so on. So we got 15 reps, seated box jump squats, all right? Seated box jump squats. One more quick run through. Decline push-ups, 4 rounds for 8. Single leg RDLs, 8 reps each leg. Push-up plank jumps, 8 reps, not 15. And if you're watching the video, of course, I guess you'll follow us anyhow. You won't get caught. And if you're going to watch this later, that number will be corrected. And then squat box jumps, as you just saw, sitting down and exploding back up. Not just a half squat. I really want you to put all of that momentum on the bench and then forcibly push through those heels, getting that body off the floor. All right? So, and also real quick modification, if you're not comfortable with jumping, no worries. Give us a nice, good, strong power squat on the way down, still sitting down, and just powering through, coming up to just a full standing position. Don't worry about getting the feet off the ground, but just come up explosively, really popping the hips, squeezing those glute muscles at the same time. There's our 4-round circuit there, 4 exercises. Let's turn this music up, and let's work up a good sweat.
All right, guys, you heard it here first. Go ahead and grab that elevated surface. We have 8 decline push-ups coming up. So regardless of what that elevated surface looks like, get those feet elevated. And we're going to get started here.
All right.
In
Music up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good, guys. Breathe in on the way down. Breathe out as you power through those palms, making your way back up to the top of that push-up. 8 total reps there. Round 1. The first move is done. Next thing up here, like I said, most frustrating thing here is just trying to move too fast with this move. Take your time. Focus on moving through that back leg first. Letting everything else follow. 8 reps each. Ready? And go. Get that back leg up high. You should feel a stretch in the leg that's still on the floor. Slight bend in the knee. That's 8 down, moving over.
Important thing to know with these, a lot
ladies and gentlemen. Get that back leg up as high as you can. High as you can. Get a good stretch on that down leg. Those 8 reps each side. Next up, we got 8 plank push-ups, or 8 push-ups with a plank jump to be exact. 8 push-ups with a plank jump.
Alright guys, traditional push-up plank position. Remember to jump those knees in. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Breathe out.
Good knee tuck, keep those hips low. Just don't bring those hips high into the air. Try to tuck the knees under the chest. 15 squat box jumps here to finish this off.
All right, guys, 15. In 3, 2, 1.
Number 2 here, you guys got 40 seconds. We'll be back on camera.
On the beats.
That's 1 round in the books. Let's get to number 2. We get this round done. We be halfway through this circuit. So 8 more decline push-ups. Let's get it underway. Ready, set, go. Keep those hips lifted. RDLs, right to it. Balance, patience, and go.
Do not rush these.
Didn't feel as good about that set right there. Think I went a little bit too fast. Again, patience, patience. Not quite happy with that one. Got to get a little bit more focused on the next 2. However, plank push-ups here, or push-up with a plank jump. I'm going to get that right at some point. All right, ready? 8 more reps here, and go. As you make your way down towards that floor, you should be inhaling, taking that oxygen into the lungs. As you make your way back up, exhale, blow that air back out. Very important, 15 more squat jumps.
All right, guys, fight through the burn with this one. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Exhale as you come up. Halfway. Keep pushing for us. Last 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, guys, we are halfway through our main circuit. Talk to us. Let us know how you guys are feeling.
Hit that comment section.
What do you like? What do you not like? Are you still with us, guys? Let us know. Grab your water, and then we'll head back to round number 3.
All right, 2 down, 2 to go. Rest clock is running. Get your break.
HIIT on the beats. HIIT on the beats.
So far, so good. Like I said, we're halfway in. Another set of decline push-ups. Guess what? We finished this round. One more round to go. One more to go. All right, decline push-ups. And go.
Looking good, feeling great, guys.
RDLs, right to it, balance, focus. Like I said, I didn't like my last set. Gonna get a better one here.
Keep those shoulders back. Good. Challenge yourself. I like those that make you really slow down and focus. Finish them up, guys, and we're going into those push-ups with the plank jump.
Real good way here, like she said, makes you slow down. It's a good way too to kind of slow that heart rate down and kind of get back on top of just being in control of what you're doing at that time. So 8 more plank push-ups here. Ready? Go. All right. Squat what I said earlier. That's 3 down, 1 more to go. 40 more seconds of rest time. Let's get this last one done. Last and final round. Last 8 decline push-ups. Last 16 single leg extensions here. Last 8 push-ups with the plank jumps, and last 15 squat jumps. Let's go.
All right, guys, let's knock this out. Finish strong. And down.
Like those 2 sets there. That's how we make up last 8 plank push-ups. I got that wrong every time with this game.
Just rename it.
Plank push-up. We're gonna call this a plank push-up. All right, last 8 reps here. Keep those hips low as you jump those knees in though. Keep the hips low. That is one of the main focuses here. Keep that core engaged. Ready, set, go. I have to say the same my damn self. All right, so last 15 jumps here to finish this whole workout right now, at least in this portion. And we got the abs, of course, and a cool down. So last 15, ready? Go.
Main circuit. Show us some love in the comments, and then we'll get right back here for some core work.
All right, guys, long as rest period coming up here, some of you may still be working, no worries. We're giving you guys 2 minutes starting now to get everything settled, and of course, we'll go into a little bit of instruction for that next phase, so you'll get a little more additional time there as well. But keep doing a great job. You're almost there if you haven't made it already.
All right, guys, let us know that you've completed that. Talk to us, show us some love so we know that you guys are cooling down here, that your heart rate is normalizing. In fact, go ahead and let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being you feel like you're gonna have a heart attack. Let me know when your heart rate gets to about a 3 or a 4. That way that we know that you guys are ready. Good, guys. I'm starting to see that a lot of you guys are starting to feel recovered. That's great. Let's go ahead and get that last sip of water and start making your way back, guys. If you have not gotten your heart rate down to a 3 or 4 yet, keep recovering because we're going to go through demonstrations of our core circuit. So just listen up as you are still resting.
All right. And just like she said, yep, you will get some more additional time now, but real fast, excuse me, I think I took in too much water there. So 3 exercises. We got 3 rounds here with our abs. We have butterfly sit-ups here to start. So going down on your bottom, feet together just like with the butterfly stretch. And then from there, you want to use your arms to help create momentum to pull yourself up from the floor. So you're going to take those arms all the way back overhead and then yank yourself forward, pulling back to the top. Now, if you're not able to pull all the way up and make it all the way up as you see, no worries. Get as far as you can. Just like with a crunch, as long as you're coming up high enough to feel that contraction in those upper abdominals at least, you are doing exactly what we need you to do to go ahead and work that area and to get those muscles stronger so that you can continue to progress. So we got 10 reps there, feet together, arms are going to start here, and as you go back, so do those arms, and then when you pull forward, let your arms be the leader there and create enough momentum and speed coming forward, velocity, that is able to give you the momentum you need to pull up from the floor, whether that's all the way up or just enough to contract those upper abdominals. That is our butterfly sit-up, 3 sets of 10. Next up, leg lifts. So 1 or 2 ways we can do this movement. For my more advanced people, we're going to start on the ground, working our way up. For my less progressed people, we're going to start from the top, working your way down. That way we don't put any unnecessary pressure into the back without really giving the core muscles more of the focus. So if you're more on the stronger, more advanced side right now, your core is able to handle it. You're going to start in this full layout. Toes are pointed, and as you breathe in, you're going to bring those legs all the way up, and then you're going to control them all the way back down. Try to keep those legs elevated throughout the entirety of the move. If you feel like you need to take those legs down to the floor, you can. However, if you're feeling the majority of it in the back, and that's why you're doing it, let's just go ahead and move over to progression number 2 here, which is going to be going from the top to the bottom. So now you can put those legs up. This is going to take immense pressure off your back if you're having it there. And from here, you only need to lower your feet as low as you can or as low as you need to feel that pressure. So once you start to feel like it's starting to get very hard, well, then you went far enough. Make your way back up. No need to try to get any lower. So if you start here, if you only come here and that's challenging for you, that's fine. But if you can able to get a little bit lower, that's good as well. But we want to take away the pain in the lower back. You shouldn't be feeling too much of this in the lower back, more so feeling it in that core area as well. So you should feel like it's really hard for you to keep yourself planted to the mat, and that should be where the struggle is, and that lets you know that your core muscles at the bottom are being activated. And if you just feel those sharp aches in your back, well, now you know that you're doing a little bit too much, and you maybe need to switch up that modification or lesser the distance that you're creating with that lift. So 3 sets of 15 there. Those are our leg lifts. And last but not least, Russian twist. We got 30 reps here, sitting up. Legs are going to be in. And just like with the other one, you got a few ways you can do this. So first one being the advanced version. You're going to bring those legs up off the floor. You can have those feet together to the side, or you can cross them, either or. Crossing them will give you a little bit more of a balance. Still is going to be difficult seeing that your limbs are elevated. And from there, you're just turning out, rotating that chest side to side, not just throwing your hands over and over, but you actually want to get a full rotation on your core, all right? So turn that body all the way out, eyes and head, all those things are included. Full core rotation, keeping those feet elevated as high as you can there. You can also keep those feet down where the heels are down, the toes are up, and you can still rotate side to side, keeping that torso and everything up top slightly tilted. That way you got complete core activation. You got 30 reps, that's 15 each side, alternating throughout. So we're not just gonna stay with one side for 15 straight, then switch. We're gonna rotate each and every side every time, getting 15 each way, 30 total reps. So quick run through. We got butterfly sit-ups, 3 sets of 10, using those arms as momentum, pulling yourself up from the floor. We have leg lifts, starting at the bottom if you're more progressed, starting at the top if you're feeling more of it in your back and your core muscles aren't just quite there yet. Let's take that pressure away. Only lower those legs as much as you can just to get enough pressure and contraction on the lower abs. And then as I just explained, you have those 30 Russian twists. Legs can be elevated for more advanced, or heels are down, toes up, body is still tilted, and you're rotating side to side, not just the hands, but full chest rotation as well to get that core completely activated. So let's go ahead and jump into this and finish this workout off on a strong note. We got 3 rounds like I've already mentioned, and we got about 20 minutes or so left in this workout. So let's use this time wisely, and then let's take the rest of that time to stretch and just let our bodies cool down to finish out our day.
All right, guys, butterfly sit-ups, feet together. Try to maintain proper posture throughout so you do not punch your shoulders forward. Always chest forward, shoulders back. We're going 10 reps in 3, 2, 1. Breathe out as you come up, halfway. Alright guys, once you finish those, we're gonna lie completely flat. Leg lifts, 15 reps. You know what to do, toes pointed away and coming up. Keep that core tightened by slamming your lower back into the ground. Good. Breathe. Don't hold your breath with this. You're going to want to.
All right, 30 Russian twists here to finish this first round off. And again, full rotation. Turn that chest all the way out. Just don't push your hands side to side. Ready? And go.
Finish it up. Alright guys, and you know what we do with the core circuits? Don't keep our pace, keep your pace. So whenever you're ready, you're just going to go right into the next round.
All right, 1 down, 2 to go. 10 more butterflies, and go. every time you do the butterfly sit-ups, they sliding backwards.
We're definitely sliding all over the place here. All right, guys, you should be finishing up your second set or getting into your third set. But let's knock it out either way, guys. If these leg lifts are kicking your butt like they are mine, go ahead and sit on your hands, guys. Take some of that pressure off. Almost done, guys. Almost done. Finish line is in sight. Start sprinting home. Let's go, team. Finish it up. Go ahead and drop that fire emoji. Let us know that you are done, guys. You did it. You completed it. Let us know in the comments when you finish it. And I don't know about you guys, but I am incredibly tight. So I'm definitely looking forward to some stretching. So hurry up and grab your water. Let us know that you completed this entire workout. Way to go, guys. Pat yourself on the back. And then make your way back to the mat so we can do the recovery phase.
All right, 10 minutes left on the clock. We'll be back here in a few seconds. Try to use about 9 to 8 minutes of that. Get some good stretching in. Great job. All right, go ahead and take your positions. We're going to start up on our feet today, getting started with a lot of leg stretches. So the first one's up here. Let's go ahead and start with those legs just about that natural shoulder width position. Let's go ahead and squat down. Take those fingers, place them under the toes. Keep those fingers in place. Go ahead and lift up on the hips. Only come as high as you can, so even if your knees are still bent, that's fine. Allow your body to catch up. And 3, 2, and solid. Coming all the way up, wide stance here. Going to the left side first. Heel down on the left foot. Right toe is going to come up towards the ceiling. Trying to keep that body, that chest up here. Try not to bend over too much. Force that stretch in 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. Right heel down, left toe up. And solid. All right. Still wide, reaching through, going down the middle. You can kind of use the floor as assistance to push, kind of pull yourself through. And 3, 2, and solid. Good stuff. All right. Right knee down, left leg forward. Stretch out that hip flexor and quad. Still try to refrain from pushing that knee past the toe, even as we go ahead and push that hip down now. Feeling that stretch at the top of the knee, all the way up there to the bottom of that hip flexor. So everything is up through the hip, down to the top of the knee. Also try not to bend over, keep that chest up, no leaning. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Heel down, toe up on the left side, reach it down, touching, don't drop the hips, stay elevated. If you can, try to get your palms to the floor. 3, 2, solid. Good. Switch it up. And same thing. Go ahead and push forward. Still keeping that knee from exceeding past the toe. Get a good stretch on that hip flexor. And 3, 2, and right heel down, toe up. Try to get those palms to the floor. And solid. Good. A lot of tightness in the hips for a lot of folks, so let's go ahead and repeat that one again. Just the front side, don't worry about the hamstring. But I'm going to switch back, left leg back forward. We'll repeat that one, and just like with all stretches we do 2 times around, try to get even deeper with that stretch this time through.
Definitely feeling all of this.
5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Switch it up. Push. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever feeling a lot of aches and pains in your knees, your lower back, your elbows, your shoulders, a lot of that can be an accumulation of just tight muscles. So if your muscles are really tight, they're not able to expand and lengthen to the points that they are made to, then you will feel a lot of pulling and a lot of tugging on your joints since your muscles aren't able to extend when you're moving. So when your body's trying to do something that is naturally meant to do, you may feel an ache or a pain in a place that you don't feel like you should, but you're feeling it there because your muscles are severely tight. And it's not always due to working out. It can be due to being very sedentary, meaning you're sitting for long periods of times at work, not allowing your muscles to have any type of activity, no blood flow or anything, no circulation going through there, not to the extent that it needs to and it was made to. So that's just a buildup of all of those things. So if you're feeling that, it's not always you're having some more eternal issue. It could just be you just need some really good stretching in your life and just some more activity to give your muscles more of a chance to actually, have some activity.
Foam rolling, stretching, massage therapy, these are all very beneficial things to remove tightness in the body. Combination of all 3 is going to be most effective.
Yep, absolutely. So if you're feeling a lot of that, and majority of what we hear people feel that, they feel a lot of tugging on the knee, that means your quads or your hamstrings, or most of the time your IT band here right off to the side of the thigh on the outside, is very, very tight, and you're not able to move the way that your body was made to move because of that restriction there due to tight set of muscles. So take these stretches very seriously, like we mentioned all the time. Try to do them morning, try to do them night, every day. The older you get, the more important that should be, especially if you want to continue to drink from that fountain of youth. Stretching and keeping those muscles where they're meant to be is going to be very, very critical. So last stretch here I got for you. Let's go face down, abs. So 5 seconds at the top, keeping those hips down, chest up, and 3, 2, 1, up. Down. Good. Deep breath in. Up. Down. Good. One more time. Deep breath in. Up. And down. All right.
All right, guys, and as mentioned, if you are incredibly tight, go ahead and do these another round, another 2 rounds after this one on your own, and just really focus on that recovery period. And guys, if you are watching this on replay, go ahead and hashtag replay so we know that you did tune in. You guys killed it as always. We love having you guys. Thank you for being a part of Team Never Settle. What do we always say? Way to show up and show out. Always so proud of you guys.
All right, and that is it for today, guys. We'll see you again later this week on Thursday. So go ahead and have the rest of your night to yourself. Get some good, healthy food in you to refuel. Make sure you hydrate, get some water as well. And then have a great night, get a good night of sleep. Let those batteries recharge, and we'll see you back here Thursday. And until then, never give up.
Never lose hope.
And
Never
never
settle.
settle. Way to work, people.